So, welcome back to a video. This video will be about the Zara. And I know some people have mixed feelings about this ship. It's very interesting. I actually really like this ship, but I know there are people out there who find this ship to be no better than the Tier 6 equivalent. So, let us start off with comparing them. So, statistics. Now, here's what I see to be the main difference and what makes the Zara such a good ship. Its ship hit points, 29,900. You can up these quite a lot to get to 34,000. And you have 9% damage reduction compared to your previous 6% damage reduction, which is the same thing ahead of you has. Your maneuverability isn't the best. You've only got 31 knots, which isn't very much for a cruiser. It is a heavy cruiser. They're both heavy cruisers. But the Trento is very quick. And you can get the Trento up to about 38 knots if you put on a full speed build. The turn time is dreadful, 12 seconds. There are battleships that can turn better than that. The main guns. It's a heavy cruiser, so 11-second reload. Decent. You've got decent range. Much better than the Trento. Your torpedoes are the exact same. 42.5 second reload time. Good damage. And the best thing about your torpedoes is the range. You have 8.10 kilometer range, which is the same range on some destroyers. And the glory about these torpedoes is that people won't expect there to be torpedoes in the water when you're at an 8 kilometer range. This means, unlike other ships at higher tiers in different tech tree lines, you don't have to, if you want to torpedo Bismarck, you don't have to be in their secondary range, which gives you a huge chunk of health remaining. If you can torpedo something without going into its secondary range. Your AA isn't very good, it's Italian. And your surface detection isn't the best. But, then again, it's better than Russian. So, Zara was actually built for armor. Because the Italians were lacking heavily armored ships. The Trentos, which I was just talking about, were very lightly armored. So, they made the Zaras to be the heavily armored equivalent. But this meant cutting down on speed, hence the 31 knots, which isn't very fast, especially for a cruiser. And actually, the actual Zara didn't have torpedoes. But this is a game, so it does. Your ship's specialty. Now, there are both amazing and horrible things about this. You have semi-armor piercing shells, which give you higher damage but less penetration. This means if an Akatsuki sneaks up on you and gets detected, they're dead. You are the best destroyer-killing cruiser in the game. The Italian cruisers are. With the semi-armor piercing, the semi-armor piercing is so powerful that it doesn't overpenetrate destroyers that are right next to you, and you won't get bounces at max range. And you will most of the time get full pens. But all this good stuff comes with a trade-off. You don't have high explosive. You also lack large quantities of torpedoes. You only have 3 per side. Meaning that you won't be able to deal with battleships all that well. Your ship skills are quite unique. You have a fuel smoke, which is basically a mobile smoke screen, which is quite good, and you have precise aim. So, how does this do? Well, it's great if you're going against something like a destroyer, but if it's you versus a battleship, you shouldn't get your hopes up. So, what equipment do we have? First of all, supplies. The normal cruiser supplies. Now, steering on this thing is dreadful, so I've got a steering. I actually couldn't see anything else that would fit besides the main battery mod, and I don't want my turrets to be knocked off. Because, especially if I'm versing a battleship, if I lose a turret, that's a large chunk of my damage gone. So I've actually gone with the mod 1. I've got steering, and I would normally put steering again, except this ship was very slow and I like fast ships, so I put in speed. Commander. I recently changed my commander because I was looking further up the line, and I realised that I hadn't built my commander for air defense alert. So I had to redo all of that. So I'm only at level 5 when I would probably be at 7 by now. I have underwater protection, battlefield support for the extra AA, which you start to get at tier 8. I've got artillery maintenance, air defense expert, fire supremacy. You would then actually go for generalist. You would want marksman. Wait, we already said that. Wait, no. Okay, I'm not sure if Mistweaver works for that fuel smoke. I'll have to find out. If it does work, then you do that. If it doesn't work, then you do extinguisher. You'd want your demo expert. Honor seeker, because if a destroyer rushes you, you'll often get first strike. APCS, since you don't have high explosive. But if you do have the Italian Premium Commander, they replace IFHE with a semi-armor piercing one, which is extremely good, I've heard. If you have the Premium Commander, which I don't. And you'll want Citadel Strike, because you actually have decent armor piercing. So, let's have... Oh, before that, there's not many good options for elite bonuses. You have elite torpedo and advanced turret, so advanced turret is obviously the better of the two. Which means I've got a 40% turret traverse buff because of my equipment, which is actually quite good. Which means I can turn and maneuver, and my turrets will turn very fast for a heavy cruiser. So, let's go battle. Hopefully there's lots of destroyers, because those are easy prey. So, 1 destroyer, a Molotov and a glass, A York, New York. Oh, it's a cross tier. A Queen Elizabeth and a Scharnhorst. Alright. So, 3 battleships, except one will be so easy to kill since it's in New York. We have Pacific Islands map. Don't think I've played this map much before.
Battle starts.
So keep the semi-armor piercing loaded. I like my torpedoes on narrow spread since of the range. We actually have decent torpedo angles in this thing. When I first got them I thought, oh, there's going to be horrible torpedo angles. But no, the torpedo angles are quite good. Guns I've made traverse quite quickly, as I've said, and in my opinion, you want to reserve your precise aims for any destroyers or light cruisers, because those will be your main targets.
Enemy team captured the
You
area.
generally won't be targeting
Our team captured
battleships.
the area.
So it seems like the destroyers in the middle. So slow down.
Target spotted.
This is the glass just out of my range.
Enemy team captured the area.
Devonshire is pushing. And there's the Farragut. Oh, and the Scharnhorst. So, angle against the Scharnhorst. That thing will only be a threat if it comes closer. So destroyer over there. Devonshire, you have high explosive. I don't. No hits. Oh, a Molotov. I'm going to shoot that thing. Switch to armor piercing.
Our team captured the area.
And of course, the destroyer now finds it a good time to pop out. And I've got my armor piercing loaded. Alright, so no, we can't aim because of where that destroyer is going.
Precise aim activated.
Precise aim. Fire at the Scharnhorst. Because
Enemy team captured the area.
Because we won't be able to hit the Farragut from all the way over here. That the glass is still giving us broadside. Maybe it didn't notice us. But we missed. Now it's turning. So there's a very inaccurate salvo.
Our team captured the area.
Scharnhorst has no point of looking at me.
We hit the enemy.
So something shooting at me. Not sure what.
We're under attack. The situation is under control.
Damage conquer fire, since we don't actually get many.
Enemy
There's
heavily
a
damaged.
citadel under the glass. New Mexico takes out the glass. thing shooting at us?
Precise aim activated. We're hit. Enemy team is about to win.
Enemy team's winning, but ouch.
We're under attack.
And the New York takes us out. Do we get any torpedo hits? No, we do not.
Enemy
That's
team captured the
33k
area.
damage, which is quite good. Maybe we can at least take out that York. No, they missed. They're probably going to be dead before they... No, maybe they're going to hit the York. And take out that York with the shot. And battle ended. Had a defeat that time, but well, let's have another battle. And hopefully we will win. Alright, here we go. The tier pits North Caro, Myoko, Brooklyn, York, Sanyang, and Orland. Alright, those destroyers will be they're both very good destroyers. So I am going to hopefully find one of them, preferably the Orland, because its torpedoes do less damage. Because I don't really want to have a one-on-one with Sanyang, especially because that thing, if it hits me with its torpedoes, and I don't have a sonar, if its torpedoes hit me,
defend our base.
I won't do it. Alright, who's going with us? Kushov. That's it. Alright, so we're defending. So Kutuzov, do you have sonar? If you do, it would be excellent.
Target spotted.
There's a cruiser over there. Hopefully there's a destroyer somewhere in here. North Caro. York.
Target hit.
Launch torpedoes. Smoke. Armor piercing. They missed. Seems like the North Carolina has escaped my torpedoes. And here's a Sanyang. Who has taken out the Kutuzov. There's also Brooklyn over there. You have to look out. So I'm actually going to start reversing, just in case there's enough. They have another thing of torpedoes for us. I would be using my armor piercing, but I don't want the Sanyang to be there.
Precise aim activated.
And that thing shoot me. Well, not shoot me, torpedo me. And start moving forward. That Brooklyn really should be using armor piercing because it's never gonna hurt. It's never gonna kill me using that. Torpedo.
Enemy torpedoes spotted.
This is Sun Yang's torpedoes, so where is it? Because Brooklyn doesn't have deep water torpedoes, no way.
We're hit the enemy. Ship is on fire.
Oh, this is Sun Yang. It's behind that island.
Ship is on fire. Good job.
Didn't flood, but they flood. Now they're using it.
We're under attack.
And I can do the torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
The Brooklyn survives.
Ship is on fire. We destroyed an enemy ship.
And Sun Yang takes a shot. I have to give the compliments to that Sun Yang. They played very well, knowing that I was there. And they hid. And they didn't go until the Brooklyn engaged me. 53k damage. And we get the kill. Not bad. Good team play too, and we didn't even survive. Isn't bad. Things are happening then. I never know.
Our team is about to win.
It's North Carolina's got full health, but it could die just like that if the Sun Yang got a full torp salvo on them. So the torpedoes.
Our
Well,
team captured the area.
and we win. We don't get MVP, but the King George does. That was a good battle, that second one. So there's my video on the Zara. It's a very good ship in my opinion. It's not a very good ship to play aggressively, but it's an amazing ship if you're dealing with destroyers. And the Zara, I actually think, is a very good ship for a battle royale because you have armor, you have speed, and you have firepower. But when the next battle royale comes out, I'll do a video just on the battle royale and do's and don'ts about it. But that's probably going to be a while, so hope you enjoyed and goodbye.